Hello, everyone. It's Nono here, and we're about to get started with the live stream. I don't have set topics for today. We're also testing a new setup. So this new setup, even though it might look exactly the same for you, we have the same slides behind me. I'm on the same point of the screen. Right now, the slides that you're seeing are on my relatively new MacBook. This is an M1 MacBook, so I'm trying to pipe the signal to my other laptop and live stream with that laptop. So right now the laptop I'm using to live stream is not the one which is feeding the image to the live stream. All right, for those of you who are new here, I want to tell you just that I'm Nono Martinez Alonso, and every week I try to spend a few hours with you trying to learn things on my own that have to do with creative coding, machine intelligence, art, design, podcasting, writing, many things. And sometimes I expose things that I already know how to do and I try to show them to you. Other times this is a bit more shared learning experience where I'm learning as I go and I am tackling problems that I hadn't tackled before. For the past 2 weeks we've been covering stacked autoencoders. We didn't get to the TSNE part, or TSNE as it's called. We'll talk more about it. If you join, I would like to invite you to write on the chat. So we have a chat here on YouTube. You can leave a comment, who you are, how you found us, and what you're looking for on watching these videos. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you more now. Welcome. This is live stream 35, and this is just about to get started. This live stream, you can go to Nono.ESP on Twitter or Instagram to follow some of my updates. And another thing that I will ask is, you can support the channel many things or many ways, but the easiest probably is to click the thumbs up, click on like. And if you want to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos, you can subscribe and click on the bell to activate the notifications for this channel. I would say hello to Sajay. So Sajay is with us almost every week, at least for the past months. So we have him as a moderator on the chat, so you can, we can interact there and ask questions as we go. You can join us or join the community at Nono.MA's Discord. There is a QR code up there also, but you can just type Nono.MA's Discord and you'll get the invite. There is a bunch of people already online. And it's starting to get a bit more traction. A bit of people are a bit more active. All right, last week, I think this was last week, yeah. So June 17th, live 34, we ended up looking at autoencoders, the second part. You can go to that video at nono.ma/live/34. And again, you can submit comments or questions or suggestions or anything. Send me a voice note at gettingsimple.com/ask. I'll be glad to answer the question on the podcast if it's related to topics that we cover there. All right. Something cool that I haven't yet got a chance to try, but I recorded an unboxing video that I meant to edit sometime in the future if I get the time. It's the machine learning kit for Lobe, right? Lobe AI is a program that we've seen on the live stream before. And all of these components, here, this is a Raspberry Pi, 8 gigabytes. This is just a AC adapter. This is a Braincraft. This is a chip that has a display on it. We also have I don't know if this is a webcam. I think this is a fan, and I don't know where the sensor is, but we have also I think this might be the webcam. This allows you, so this kit allows you to upload models into the SD card, which is here, and have the webcam look at an image and classify objects and display the classification on the display. So we're not going to do anything with this today, but just a heads up that this is something that I've been looking into. Also, Sajay and whoever is online, I would appreciate if you can tell me if you can see me okay, if the video is good, and if you can hear me. and we're going to see what we're going to do today. So there's no set topic. We're going to try to look at some more creative coding and machine learning stuff, hopefully with, as I mentioned, with TSNE, but nothing completely sold on. On the previous weeks, we saw auto-encoders with TensorFlow and Keras. We looked at the hands-on machine learning with scikit-learn, Keras, and TensorFlow book, which is an awesome book that I recommend. It's 800 pages and it's overwhelming to look at it, but it's also nice to open it and maybe read a couple pages and absorb machine learning concepts one at a time. We looked at stacked autoencoders. You can go to live stream 33 and 34 if you want to revisit this. So now let's just go on code. One more thing. Let me actually close this so this is not there on a separate desktop, and take a look at something that I have here. Yes, the audio and video is good. Thanks so much, Sajay. We're gonna continue here. All right. This is a bit weird now with a setup with two different computers, but I guess we'll manage it. Okay, so one thing that I can say, so we can maybe add comments on the chat as markers. I don't know how that works. I haven't figured out yet how to do that properly. And yeah, as I said, this is my MacBook Pro M1, so I can go here and take a look at the specs. So this is running Big Sur, and we have the Apple M1 and Apple Silicon chip. Probably I shouldn't show my serial number. And okay, so and my mouse is running out of batteries. Okay, Jose Luis Garcia del Castillo, hello. Thanks for connecting and glad to see you online. So I think I'm gonna have to plug this thing, so I'll be back just in a second. Right, so we are going to, so I'm going to use the trackpad until that's charged for a bit. And the other thing that I also bought that is new that we're maybe going to be using on the live stream, this is a bit, the colors are faded because it's like a raw video and hasn't been color edited, but you can get an idea from here. So this is product I bought for the podcast and for the live stream. So this is the Zoom Podtrak P4 that allows you to plug 4 inputs. So you have 4 inputs here, XLR microphones, and on the lower part you have 4 outputs. So you can have 4 people with headphones connected at the same time, having a conversation. And it has like a USB-C charge port and USB-C port for connecting to the computer, SD card, and it also allows you to plug this thing, right? This it's called BTA2. So this Bluetooth sender and receiver, and it allows you to also add a participant to your call via phone. So if you have a Zoom meeting or like a FaceTime call or something, or Skype on your phone or your computer, you can use this feature here, right? And that will give you the possibility to talk to that person over like a remote call, right? So yeah, that's something new that we're gonna be using. It has sound effects, so maybe we can try that as well. But today I'm using all the audio gear that I'm normally using. All right, so what are we gonna do? So quickly, I was mentioning that I wanted to continue doing something with stacked auto-encoders and using the tsn library. So that's the tsn library is or algorithm is t-distributed stochastic neighbor embedding, right? So this is an algorithm, and then what we're going to use is the implementation that the scikit-learn library has, which makes it really easy to use and to like render images into this space. And what we're going to do is unfold a high dimensional space of images, of pixels, into something that we can visualize in 2D and arrange images by similarity. All right, so what I'm going to do, just to see how that works, because it's the only dataset that I can think of right now that we could use out in the open. So I have all of these sketches, and I just would be curious to see how the this algorithm sorts them by similarity, if that's something that produces anything of value. And for that, we first have to download the images. So I'm gonna write a TypeScript script to download them. So we're gonna use this RSS parser. I have an RSS feed here at Nono.MA/sketch, and this lists a lot of metadata about the sketches, but what we care the most about is this URL here that gives us a squared version of our image. So we can see, for example, the latest image squared is like this, and we could put here a different resolution, and we'll get that image in that resolution if we wanted it. And if we have a neural network that is maybe getting 256 by 256 inputs, we could even do that here directly on the URL before we even download the image. Okay, so let's go to the to here. So we're gonna go to our desktop, and we're gonna create a new folder. So this is RSS-parser, and we can see here that they have TypeScript support. I don't know if they have typings. Let's see if they mention anything. Let's see. Types, RSS-parser. Okay, yeah, I don't know if that exists, but we'll use this library. So as I was saying, so I'm gonna put this here and open my terminal. Make this a bit bigger. And the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the desktop. We're gonna make a new folder. So this is gonna be for live 35, and inside of that folder, we'll make another folder that is gonna be titled sketch downloader or sketch downloader. Yeah. So sketch downloader, we do npm init yes. Well, let's actually do init. So this initializes a NPM project. So that's the node package manager. We've seen that in other videos. So we can say, okay, the package name is going to be sketch downloader version 1, description, downloads, sketches from sketch.nono.ma, entry point index.js. So let's say this is index.ts. Well, we could do download.ts, makes more sense. Test command, we don't have repo. We can put here my name, and then license, we can just do MIT. Okay, this is good. Yes, and then we see we've created this package.json file that is here, right? So this is the definition of our custom NPM package that we're creating locally. The main thing, so npm run, I don't know if we do okay, yeah, I don't really know, but yeah, we could do tsnode download.ts to load that later, right? All right, so There is no file that is called download.ts, so we're going to create that, and we're going to open this on TypeScript. So this will be, yes, I trust myself, and yeah, just to try this out, we're going to log this works, and we'll run this on this console. So here we'll do tsnode download.ts. This works. All right, so we have this thing here working. So what we need to do now, if you go to the package.json file, we don't really have any dependencies, so we can do npm. So let's see if there's a shortcut for this. No. Okay, npm install save rss what is it, parser. I've never used this, so this is gonna be fun. All right, so we have this RSS parser, which we're going to install, and this just resolves that, adds 5 packages. If we list node models folder, we see we added these 5 folders. This is RSS parser, and these are its dependencies. So now we can go back to our file and we can see here our dependency. So now we could use that code that we were seeing below in TypeScript. So import parser from RSS parser. I guess we can retype it. I don't like to just copy paste code. And all right, so that's a bit small maybe for you to see, but I'm just going to be retyping here. All right, so we import parser from RSS parser. All right, what is this telling us? Parser is declared but never read. All right, so type custom feed equals foo string. All right, so yeah, this is to define your custom item and feed. So to have typings on our own items. I don't know if we're gonna do this, but maybe. So our parser is gonna be a parser custom feed custom item new parser. And then we define here our custom fields, feed, foo, bas, and this is boilerplate code, so will error because bas is not a key of custom feed. All right. All right. And then item var. Right, so now we make a call. So we do, this is our parser. We'll have to edit that later. So we're gonna do here, okay, let's make this smaller again. Right, so we'll do here, we're gonna run a async function, which is gonna be async constant feed await parser dot parse URL. Then here we'll put our URL, which is going to be https Nono.MA / sketch.xml, and that's our feed. So we'll log our feed's title, and then we'll do for each item, we'll log the item title. Well, let's do it on modern JavaScript here, right? Item link. All right, so yeah, this shouldn't, this shouldn't work right now. We're gonna try to run it. We recommend a bundle like webpack, blah blah blah, in the browser using callbacks output. All right, so this is not gonna work, so we know it's gonna fail, but let's see. So we go here, tsnode download. All right. Unable to compile TypeScript, download, RSS parser, cannot find model RSS parser of its corresponding type declarations. RSS parser. All right, I don't really know why this doesn't work. I think because we're not bundling properly. So we probably can just do parser equals, not import, require RSS parser. Okay, so we install save dev, or we do this types node. Right, let's try again. Let's see. Yeah, this recommends to use a bundler. Let's see if we can run types rss-parser. See if this exists. No. All right, so let's see. Right, I think we should have. Hello, Bea. Nice to see you online. All right, so TypeScript. So this example that is here in TypeScript, it doesn't seem like it works. All right, let's see. All right, so it seems we need to create the tsconfig file. Let's see if that makes it any better. All right, good, cool. So note that, because that's actually saved our day. All right, so we actually get the name and the URL of each of the posts, which is pretty good already. And I guess now we could define our custom feed property. So I'm gonna log let's log the entire feed and maybe we could say here, just get the first one. So feed items 0. So we're going to just log 2 or something, so we don't get too many. All right, let's try again. So here we have, we have 3 of them right now. Oh, wait. Okay, so the title is here, and then we have 1 and 2. That is what we're getting. And now we want to log the feed. So we'll log the entire feed, so the entire item, just to see what we get. Okay. Update, content encoded, enclosure, URL, code snippet. Okay, so we don't really need to define the well, these are the default types, so I don't know if we have a way to get the other. So this is a URL, but as you can see, we don't get the media square. We get this enclosure, which is here, and that's something maybe we can specify through here, right? So the custom item, so this would be media content string. Not sure how to specify this one. So media content. Because here we have this content encoded, right? And I'm not sure if we can do content, so media content here. String is not able to type. Type string is not able to type custom field, custom item, media content. All right, let's try that. So just take a look, because media content doesn't exist at the moment. So what we're trying to do is to get it as a custom property. And that doesn't seem like it's working, right? Oh yeah, media content. Awesome. Well, were we getting this before? All right, so let's copy this to a separate file just to make sure we know what's in here. All right, so this is a test JSON. Okay, so we get media content, but nothing else. All right, so now if we specify here, maybe another one. So media, the one we want actually is media square, which is also a string. And we'll put that here. Awesome. Okay, so now we should be able to get that. So we should be able to get the media square. All right. And yeah, we get all the properties. So we get this, and we get the actual URL. And now we're going to just try to print that one. So we'll print here item media square, right? object. All right, so yeah, I guess we gotta get the actual URL. Okay. All right, so let's do one thing. So we're logging that one. So those are two objects, and we just want to log the object. We don't want to log it as a string. And we'll see what, what we're trying to do right now is get those objects, right, that we have here. So we have this, and we've told, so the problem is that we've told the program here, right? So this would be any, let's say, and that way this won't complain. But we can actually deconstruct properly to whatever this is, and we wouldn't have to do this, but anyhow, right now it doesn't matter that we don't use the typings properly. So we're getting these URLs properly now, and so this is all working. And what we have to do next is to download those, right? All right, so we have these URLs here, and we could say, okay, so our media square URL is going to be this, but we could, we could go here and replace. So we can replace the size. So because we know it's 248, we could put here, for instance, 512 if we want it. And let's see. Right, so that's not being printed because we're not printing. If we do print this, then all right, so well, this is not okay. Yeah, so it's just replacing one. So we need to do here, let me see if I can just call this way. All right, so we split and join. That should work. Awesome. So now this is the actual image that we want, right? Whatever size we choose, and this will work anytime because when the feed updates, we'll get the URLs for the new images that have been added later. All right, so now we have the URLs, and we need to download the files, and I think I do have some code for this. Let me take a look. Where is that? So add 5, move Russia image URL fetcher. All right, so I have here a code base that I think that works, right? So this is okay. So what we're trying to do now, we have a video on the YouTube channel. So if you go to videos and look for Async.Queue, I think. Yeah, so we have this video here on how to download files with TypeScript, Node.js, and the Async.Queue. This is a long form or like 23-minute tutorial in which we see how to download dozens or thousands of files from any website or server in a queue. So this means that we can choose how many files are being downloaded asynchronously. So if you just tell your computer to download, let's say 5,000 images, it will try to download all of them at the same time. It will fail because it doesn't have the bandwidth to do that and the resources. if we have a queue system, right? Like the computer program will ensure that at every single time it's not downloading maybe, let's say, 5 or 10 images at a time, and when it's downloading 10 it finishes one and then it adds another one to the queue, gets another one from the queue, and then it's again downloading 10 and so on and so forth, right, until you run out of images to download. So I think we can get code from here. We have some helper methods, and we might have to install a few things. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this code. So we have, just to see it briefly, we have the async library, we have the HTTPS library, FS, the file system, node fetch. We have an output directory here. We have the fetch function, which basically reads a URL and then we do something with it. And at the end of the day, what we have is that we push files to download to a queue, and that queue is what will be downloading all of those images. What I don't remember now is where we. Okay, so we have this queue here, and this is a callback. So we define the async queue, and the task is to download an image, and then we have a callback, and the callback that we're submitting here is push blah 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 callback, right? And we pass a callback. So where is this callback defined? Download file from URL, callback pipe. All right, cool. All right, so let's get this code. I don't think we need the entire thing, but let's get this code into our file. I will open source everything that I'm doing today, so we can safely go here. Let me move here. All right. And for those of you who are online, feel free to say hi in the chat or ask any questions along the way. Okay, so we're gonna copy this code here and move it around. A lot of new code, callback, response, any type. All right, so typing is complaining. I guess we can also do function, right? Maybe that's better. Yeah, I don't know the type of this, and I don't know if we're gonna need this. So let's see. So we have async, and we're going to look at the dependencies of the project itself that we were using. So here for typings, we have JSON, and let's see on package what we have. So we have types for, so we have TSNode, we have types for async, and we have node fetch, HTTPS, FS, and async. Let's install things as we need them, otherwise we might be installing things that we don't need. So the first thing I'm going to install is async. So I'm going to install. So you save the async library, and then you install, just for development, the types for async, right? So this is how you normally do it. So we add one package, and then we add one package, and then we go back to our code, see what this complains about. Everything else seems to be okay for now. And here we're pushing to the queue, drain async queue. So here we define a queue, and this number 6, this defines the concurrency. So this is the amount of images we want to be downloaded at the same time. Drain, all images have downloaded. Error, task experience an error. And we have the image task, which, for the task we just pass a URL. So this is what we're doing above here. So you see the task is just passing a URL and images for each, and we'll do this for our code above for the feed items. All right, so we put this here. So the custom feed, we don't really have any custom feed parameters. We run this asynchronously. We're gonna define our output folder, which I'm gonna create right now. So we'll just make that directory that doesn't exist. That will be created there. And now we just need to add images to our queue. So here we're just getting the URLs from an HTTP response, and the only thing we need to do is this, right? So push the URL, which we have here, and you know, we can format it in many different ways, but we're just going to do it in this way. And right now we just download 2 images, maybe put this parameter at the top. We don't really need the node fetch library because we're going to fetch anything, and we don't really need this part, and this could be defined somewhere else really, but let's just try it. Let's try to run it and see if there's anything wrong. All right, so running. Right, cannot read property split. Let's see what we broke. Download split EEEF image URL constant file name. All right, so this has some code that, you know, let me just put the typeface. Oh. All right, so let me take a look. So here we are, so we have the directory, and we're trying to get, when we download the file, we're trying to get the file name from the URL. That's something that worked in the previous one, but not here. So here maybe on the task we could put a name as well. So maybe file name, and we pass it here. So we'll do file name is gonna be item title to lower case, and we'll split the spaces and then join with a dash. All right, and we'll log that file name here. Let's try to see that first before we do anything with the queue. All right, so we're getting, so this is how to prevent your diving mask from fogging up. All right, so I don't know if there are going to be other weird characters that we don't really know of, but we'll just do a few sanitization commands here. All right, so we're going to do this character and this character at least. We're going to replace. Right, and I guess at the end we can also do this. We can replace 2 dashes with 1. All right, we're gonna download everything as a JPEG. So at the end of the name, we'll just put like a JPEG string, like the last part there, energy and time. And I guess if we see, so let's see, maybe we can put an index. So let's see, TypeScript reversed array. Reverse, is that it? I don't know if this is gonna be reversed, maybe. Reverse. Awesome. Hello, Terence. Oh, nice to see you online. Thanks for saying hi. And if you would like to tell us where you're connecting from, how you found us, or what you're looking for by joining. Okay, we're in the middle of trying to create a program that can fetch images from this RSS feed, right? So we have a lot of data in this RSS feed that is updated weekly, and we're trying to get automatically these images URLs and download them to disk. We're pretty close, and yeah, thanks for joining. So here we have so I'm gonna try to see, we have the index, and one thing that we could do, so we could pad this index. So let's see, TypeScript pad start. I don't know if this is what we're looking for. String prototype pad start. Yeah, so right, so maybe with that. Right. Cool. So pad start. We just want to pad the start. Let's see if we do pad start 3 with zeros. All right. Oh. Type number. All right. So we're gonna just do this, and we'll pad start that. All right, so now we have numbers that go from 0, 0, 1, so 0, 0, 0, and we'll do here, we're gonna add +1, so we start on number 1. Let's do a few more, and we can add this, so this could be the number at the beginning of this. So this is just a slug, and the file name, we could do file name equals padded index, which is here. So we'll do the padded index, and then the slug, and then the extension, which is the JPEG. All right, so we now just, okay, we have the file name, so the file name is here, health or convenience. Okay, what is that one? So health or convenience, Nono.MA, that is a question mark, and I thought we've added that one. Not sure why that one's not being replaced. Oh, it actually is. It's just that I need to remove it, not replace it. All right, great. So we now have the necessary code to download these images. So now we can do here queue push. So this would be add images to download queue, URL, file name, and we have here, so because we're defining the type image task, right? So this contains file name and URL, and the download file from URL callback. We're gonna put here the file name parameter, or maybe, I mean, maybe we can put here the task as well. So maybe we can just pass the task, and we do here task, image task, and here we have task URL. Well, we don't really need this. Downloading task.filename, task.filename, and this is task URL, and we have the file, so pipe file. Yeah, we don't really need this. I don't know if we can do this here. Okay, cool. I think this should work. So we're gonna run this now and maybe have that folder open. So we're gonna zoom in here. All right, this is exciting. So we're going to be running this, and hopefully images should appear in here. So let's actually do it so it's actually a bit slower. So we do maybe concurrency of 1, and we try to download maybe 10 images. We're gonna delete this, and now we're going to run this script. All right, nothing's happening. something has to be wrong. All right, nothing is going on here, so not great. I deleted something before. Queue push. Let's try again. All right. Yeah, not sure what's going on there, but cool. All right, so this is good. Great news. So we have 10 images here, and this seems like it works. So we're gonna keep trying now and see if we can download everything. Hello, Mayur. Thanks for connecting online. I have to say, I was gonna forget, and this is one thing that I want to do also. I'm well, the first thing, where is this? You gave so Mayur Mistry that is connected online with us now. Let me see if I can find it this way. You did a live stream the other day, so let me look for it on this channel. I don't know if you put it here. You're doing a lot of live streams. Okay. Okay, let's just open anyone and take a look. So I just want to take a look. Yeah, okay, here. So Mayur's channel, so he's creating a, oh, Angelos. I didn't know you had talked to Angelos Chronics. So he's creating a lot of material. I enjoyed watching, well, I don't think it's this one. So it's the actual live stream you did with him. This one, right? Yeah, this one. So I enjoyed this video. I highly recommend everyone to take a look. So Andrew introduces a lot of the things that they're working on Hyper and the platform. And yeah, I like this video. I was watching the other day live. I don't know if you guys ended up being able to read the comments from the Zoom meeting or not, but yeah, I will highly recommend it. I like all the stuff that you guys are doing here. Cool. All right, so let's see. What are we? Okay, and another little announcement. I don't really know if this shows up. Where does this show up? Yeah, so here. So Runja, Tian, George Kiran, Donyun, Kim. So they're kind of continuing the workshop that Jose Luis, Nate, Peters, and myself led last year on digital features. This year is called inclusive features, I believe. And they're trying to look at machine intelligence in architecture 2.0. And yeah, so you can take a look here. Jose Luis has a lecture on Monday. I think this is gonna be live streamed, and I have one on Tuesday morning, and they're covering things on runway ML and how to do 2.5D applications with Grasshopper and 3D generative adversarial networks with architectural stuff. So really interesting. Also talk by, I think it's Jia Jung on Wednesday, and talk or lecture by Charles Walheim on, I think this is Friday. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Friday. So yeah, highly recommended. I'll put the URL there on the chat. I don't know how to do that from this computer. I don't know if I can do that between computers. Maybe, yeah. So that works there. And I'll also share Mayur's link to the video. So on Mayur's channel and the video. All right. So yeah, I can see here. So Mayur says, if you are down, Nono, I would like to do some live stream coding together. Yeah, I actually think we should do this, and when I saw some of your videos, I think we could even join and interview other people for your live stream and for the Getting Simple podcast together. That's something that we could try, and I'm open to also do live coding, so like pair programming or doing something live, and yeah, trying to do some collaboration like that. Sajay is asking, oh nice, would love to check out your lecture. Is it also streamed live? Yeah, I think it's gonna be streamed live. They gave me their architecture machine. What's the YouTube? Yeah, they gave me their channel. Let me see where it is. Architecture machine. Yes, okay, let's try to put that here as well. So this is Digital Futures YouTube channel, and that's, you know, that channel is going to be the one that is going to live stream the lectures. And hello to Mamadou Kali, nice to see you again. It's really cool to see familiar faces connecting to the live stream. And yeah, so and this is great. I'm humble, but to see. And you said blah blah blah, inspired by live stream. Yes, thanks Nono for jumping back. Yeah, no, I think some of the things you're doing are really, really nice, and you should keep going. This is really interesting, and I'm pretty sure people are enjoying as much as I am. Okay, so we are going to continue with this, just trying to finish up. So or continue, because it's getting late, but we're making progress here. So we're building a data set that we're going to be able to use, and we'll push that online. So as a recap, we have this okay, I cannot close this. Okay, we have this RSS feed that is out in the open, right? So you can go to Nono.MA /sketch.xml, and you can get the images for all of the sketches that I have here as a data set in different resolutions, right? We're writing an image fetcher that is going to allow us to, or is allowing us already to download the images at a desired resolution. So here we're hard coding this one, but we could put another hyperparameter here that is going to be image size, and we're going to do, for example, now 10/24 and 10/24. Well, we'll put here the image size hyperparameter, and this is because it's 2048 is the default on my website. So yeah, what else can we do here? So let's try to see if by removing the limit we don't. Yeah, okay, so first thing, just to try this is working, I'm gonna get, so we're pushing all of the, so we're reading, let's say we're reading all of the images and then we're adding them to the queue, right? So what we can do here is well, we don't really need to log these things here, so we can log here let's say reading feed title, feed, and downloading, right? So we're reading the feed, and then we're downloading feed.items.length images, right? So that's what we're doing, and we're gonna not download anything, so we're just gonna see that in here. So it's reading, and now it's saying reading sketches on my feed, downloading 104 images. That's actually the amount of posts that I have online. So if we run this, we're gonna add those to the queue, to the download queue, and right now we're gonna change the size, and we're gonna put a really small size, 128, so it downloads pretty fast. Yeah, I'm gonna run that, and at the same time I'm going to make this one a bit smaller, right? So you see the images there. All right. Yeah, so, and as you can see, we've added this nicey, which is having the index of each of the images from start to finish. And you see that it's sort of slow, even though the images are not too big. And this might be also because I'm asking for images at 128, and EMGIX, which is the service that I'm using in here to do this magic, doesn't cache all of the sizes, right? It converts the image to that size and then it caches it. So we can see that if we run this again, right? If we were to run this again with the same concurrency, which is this is 1 actually, so it doesn't download more than 1 at a time, we're going to see that this is indeed a lot faster, right? So this is downloading 1 at a time, but it's really fast, right? So we're going to download the images, so delete them and download again. So this is really fast, and that's because now the images are cached, they exist at that size, and we can see that, you know, that they get downloaded really fast. One thing we can do to test this and how it will go faster, right? So we're gonna add a concurrency of 5 or 3 at a time. You'll see that now instead of 1 by 1, the items are gonna appear like in strikes, like 1 2 3 or 1 2 3, right? And you're gonna see that now. Right? Now you see that incrementally they download faster. And if we put, let's say, you know, this is really light downloads, so we can put 10 at a time. This is going to download super fast. It's just going to, you know, boom, it downloads. We have them here. These images are really small though, right? And same thing, if we now request them at a different resolution, so we now go and say, okay, what could be something that we can do? I mean, we can even download that at 48 by 48 pixels, I think, or 28 by 28 pixels. That's what we have on the, so let's do that first. So let's actually make a directory on the desktop and say like sketches 28 pixel and sketches 28 pixels, and we're going to do that. We're gonna download them, and those would be in here. Right, so they're downloading pretty fast. There's really small images, and you can almost not see them. But actually, this information we can use with a stacked autoencoder to group them by similarity, even if later we use to display the actual resolution images, right? This makes the neural network a lot lighter, so we can use these really small images to generate the image codings, right? And you can see that to the human eye, we don't really perceive a lot of the information in there, right? If you look at this, it's really blurry. It seems like we've pixelated the images on purpose, so somebody else doesn't recognize what's in them. All right, and what we'll do right now, we're gonna use the pipeline for what we made it to download the images, and let's say we can download the highest resolution, like, well, not the highest, but sort of the highest that we can. And actually, maybe we can, so this is going to be the highest, 2500, because that's the size I used to upload. So even though the scans are usually bigger, so we're going to run this, and this will be kind of the final test, right? This is, you're going to see here the images appearing. And this is going to take a bit more time than before, because these images might be cached, because that's no, they're not cached, so they have to be downloaded. But yeah, in short, this Queue code works. It downloads the images in the size that we request, and all of the images contain the proper data, because we're not trying to download everything at the same time. We're waiting for one image to download to start with the other one. And now we have all the sketches from 1 to 104. And this is really nice, because now I have a tool to download, and we could really easily adapt this downloader to download other datasets from other RSS feeds and create other datasets. So are we gonna continue today? I don't know if I should continue or if we should stop here and probably have a different live stream to extract the codings with a stack autoencoder of this dataset, because we need to load this dataset and format it on the proper format in TensorFlow, and then try to display this on a grid on with Disney, right? So scikit-learn Disney. This is what we looked at before. This is what we're going to use. I'll add some links in the live chat. So this would be links for live 35. And we're going to have this. One thing I should do, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna commit the code to the repo to be kind of faithful to what I said before of live stream of open sourcing this. I would say this is the time where you can maybe talk on chat and let me know if there's anything that you want to ask, or any suggestions or any comments or anything. One quick break reminder would be so if you're watching, if you're enjoying this, you can support the channel and the work I'm doing here by liking this video, maybe sharing it with others if they find interesting, also contributing in the community. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet to make sure that you get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And join the community. This is the Discord window that I'm showing. Normally you can go to that QR code, and you can go to Nono.MA/Discord as well. All right, so let's try something. I'll ask now, who's online? Who's online right now? If you can write your name to the chat. Is it Sajeh? Is Mayur still here? Is Mamadou here? Is Terence here? Who's online? Is there somebody who's not talking? If you want to say hello on the chat, because we might do an experiment. I don't know if we can do it right now, but I would at some point like to also use these live stream sessions to record content for the podcast. Maybe we can join and do that. Also, can you see me okay? I don't know if the computer is slowing down now or what's going on. So yeah, I would appreciate it if you can tell me if you can see me okay, if it's laggy or if it's okay. That'll be really good. And yeah, we're gonna commit this. Let's see where this repo lives. GitHub. No. See here. All right. So live git status. Nothing here. So we can just pull. Git config global pull rebase true. No. Base false. The video was flickering for a bit, but now it's fine. Yeah, I don't really know why that happened. It's really weird. Maybe the capture device or something is warming up. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, so let's make sure that we commit this. So we're gonna open this. The video is lagging again. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me stop streaming for a second and then stream back. All right, and let me know when you can see me again. So here we're gonna do 35, and we're gonna add this sketch downloader there. Of course, we need to git ignore the node models folder. Git ignore node models. The store. Right, and we'll go here and see. All right. Cool. All right. Great. Cool. So now we can see we've added the package log, the package.json, tsconfig, default. We don't really need all this stuff, but that's what gets created by default. This is our code here. You probably need to, we don't need this here. We don't really need this, so maybe we can do that. And yeah, I think this is fine. You'll have to customize this if you try to run it. And we're just gonna add all the changes. So we'll do 35, add sketch, downloader. This is like Async.Queue and rss-parser. All right. Add sketch downloader. All right. So we push. And now we should see it. Okay, so here we go. Sketch downloader. So you can now, this is live, so you can go there. And I'm gonna share that also here. Awesome. So we have that now, and we can, I guess we can add that to the video description, but I'll probably do that later. All right. So this was that for today. I thought we were gonna do this a bit faster, but we didn't. But now we do have, so I'm gonna remove this. So now we have these boxes here, so these folders, right? So this is a 28 pixel images, and here are the 2500 pixel images, right? And again, so you can go, the code is open sourced, and you can read it online, and we can continue from where we left off next week. So we'll remove this folder. So this is to remove. We need to archive these two. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Anything else? Anything you guys want to say before we go? If not, we'll just go. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll probably see you next Thursday, and if we do more live streams, you'll get to hear from me on YouTube and on the Discord channel. All right. Thanks everyone. Thanks a lot for being there and for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.